Once upon a time, in a quiet little village in ancient India, there lived a man named Suraj. He didn't have much. His house was just a small broken hut at the edge of the village. His clothes were old, his shoes were worn out, and he barely had enough food to eat each day. But despite all this, there was something special about Suraj. He was always smiling. Every morning, as the sun rose over the village, Suraj could be seen walking to the fields, humming a tune and waving at the villagers. He worked hard every day on the lands of the rich landlords, planting, digging, and harvesting. The work was tough, the sun was hot, and the pay was very little. But Suraj never complained. People in the village often whispered, "Look at him. He has no money, no fine clothes, no comfort, and still, he smiles. How?" One day, a man finally asked him, "Suraj, why are you always so happy? You have nothing." Suraj smiled and said, "I may not have gold in my hands, but I have peace in my heart. And that, my friend, is more precious than anything." Not far from this village lived a man named Rajan. Rajan was the complete opposite of Suraj. He was rich, very rich. He had businesses in many cities, a huge mansion filled with servants, expensive clothes, and gold coins in every corner of his house. But Rajan was not happy. He couldn't sleep well at night. He was always worried about thieves, about his businesses failing, about his future. His heart was full of fear, and his face, always serious, always tired. One day, Rajan had some business near Suraj's village. As he passed through, he saw a group of workers in the fields. Among them was Suraj, working hard, covered in sweat, but singing joyfully under the sun. Rajan was surprised. He stopped his horse and called out, "Hey, you there? Why are you so happy when you have nothing?" Suraj wiped his forehead and replied, "I have the sun to light my day, simple food to fill my belly, and a heart that sleeps in peace. What more do I need?" Rajan laughed coldly. "You speak like a fool. Money gives comfort, safety, and respect. You should work harder and become rich like me." Suraj looked at him gently and asked, "Tell me something, sir. Do you sleep well at night?" Rajan paused. He didn't know how to answer. Finally, he said, "No. I stay awake most nights, worrying about many things." Suraj nodded slowly. "Then maybe we are not so different. I may be poor in gold, but I am rich in rest." That night, Rajan couldn't stop thinking about Suraj. How can a man with nothing live happier than me? He wondered. I must test him. I must see if he truly means what he says. The next morning before sunrise, Rajan placed a heavy bag filled with 100 gold coins at Suraj's doorstep. Then he hid behind a tree to watch. Soon, Suraj came out to begin his day. He saw the bag and opened it. His eyes widened in shock. "Gold coins," he whispered. "So many. Is this a gift from the gods?" At first, he was excited, but soon worry filled his face. What if someone comes to take this, he thought. What if the landlord says it's his? Or a thief breaks in? He quickly ran inside and buried the bag under the floor of his hut. But that day, Suraj didn't sing. He didn't smile. He barely spoke to anyone. Again and again, he checked the floor to see if the gold was safe. That night, he locked his door, shut every window, and sat silently, unable to sleep. By morning, his face had changed. He looked tired, anxious, and pale. His heart was not light anymore. He sat alone and whispered, "This gold, it is not a gift. It has stolen my peace." He dug up the bag, walked back to the same tree, and placed the gold down. "Take it back," he said loudly. "I don't want it. My happiness is worth more than gold." Rajan, who had been hiding again, stepped out from behind the tree, shocked and speechless. "Suraj, why would you return the gold?" he asked. "Don't you want a better life?" Suraj turned to him and said calmly, "Tell me, sir, what is a better life? Yesterday I was rich in peace and joy. Today with gold I lost my smile, my sleep, and my friends. I don't want to spend my life guarding coins like prisoners. I want to live. I want to feel the sun, hear the birds, and sing freely." Rajan stood still. He finally understood. That one moment changed his heart. From that day, Rajan gave up his greedy ways. He stopped chasing more and more money. Instead, he used his wealth to help the poor, to build wells, and to support farmers like Suraj. He found joy not in gold, but in giving, in kindness, and in the simple moments of life. And Suraj? He went back to the fields, singing again under the wide blue sky, richer than ever. Not in coins, but in peace, freedom, and happiness. The lesson of this story is simple. Money is useful, but it is not everything. You can fill your house with gold, but if your heart is empty, you will still feel poor. True happiness doesn't come from what you have. It comes from what you enjoy. A peaceful heart is far more valuable than a heavy bag of coins. So remember, sometimes less is more. And sometimes, the richest people are the ones who need the least. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be back again soon with another inspiring story like this. Until then, be kind, stay happy, and keep your heart rich with peace. See you next time.